Hey there, this is Andrea with A.D.S. here to bring you the very best in marketing and branding tips, as well as business tips for those of you who are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and personal branders. Welcome and thanks so much for being here. Today, I want to break down something so simple, which is Twitter accounts for business. And so if you are in business, and whether or not you have your own business or you're working in a business, but you want to build up your personal brand, whatever the reason is, you're here because you're interested in starting on Twitter. And so today I'm just going to cover the basics. A, why, and I'm going to talk to you just like I would talk to a friend. Why would you ever start a Twitter account? And then also B, how to basically start and open a Twitter account for business. It's really honestly just like you would for a personal account. I'm just going to cover a couple of things that are different from opening a Twitter account for yourself versus things you need to think about when you're opening it for business purposes. Okay, so that's what we're going to cover today. Let's go. All right, so here are the reasons why you would ever want to start a Twitter account in the first place for business purposes. So here are the basic reasons I would do it for a client, honestly. And so the A.D.S agency, we're a marketing and branding firm. Why would we have a Twitter account? A couple of reasons. Number one, honestly, and this is a selfish reason for businesses, but truth be told, that you have a reason for doing everything, conferences. You're a business owner or you're in a business, you're traveling to conferences, you go to meetings, etc. That is Twitter is like the number one place for conference activity. Instagram's coming up, you're gonna see some posts on Instagram, but honestly, Twitter is where conferences live. So if you attend conferences, all the activity is gonna be there. You can interact with people live, connect with people, find hashtags and handles for speakers. You can connect with speakers that way who are at the conference. You might have really enjoyed something they said, or you're like, that's a business opportunity with a particular speaker that you heard. You're gonna wanna connect with them. They are 9 times out of 10, if they're a prominent speaker, they're gonna be on Twitter. That's one thing. Also, media. For media purposes, PR purposes and all that, your reporters, your media outlets are all on Twitter. And if you ever host anything in particular, or if you're ever speaking at a conference or otherwise, people will want to find you, tag you on Twitter, Instagram, also Facebook, sometimes LinkedIn, so you want to be those places that people naturally think about. They're going to be looking for you to tag you in their posts, in their photos. You did something that was tweetable, you said something that was quotable. They're going to want to find you and tag you quickly, and if they can't find you, that is your loss, So being on Twitter has those advantages. And also, finally, for SEO purposes, for searchability purposes. So if you are in the finance industry or home building industry, whatever industry you're in, you have certain keywords that are critical that people are searching for all the time. You can be tweeting about those topics, and guess what? Your tweets are searchable. People can find your tweets, and if you are using links back to your website through these tweets, that drives traffic organically, free traffic to your website. So those are some high-level, simple reasons why any business owner would want to be on Twitter. Or again, if you are working in a business or whatever, you're in sales, whatever. Finally, your target audience. Sometimes your target audience actually is on Twitter, so finding them and being able to connect with them is another good reason. Bonus reason is Twitter chats. So I have a whole video series all about Twitter chats and what's involved with that. I will link those to you. But that's another great way to get good engagement, find your audience, and all that good stuff on Twitter. So those are my high-level reasons of why anybody would ever want to be on Twitter who's in business. And so if that sounds like you, stick around and I will show you quickly how to open up your first Twitter account. So opening your first Twitter account is very easy. You just go to twitter.com, you follow all the prompts and the steps. I will do that now with you and walk you through that. So the first thing you want to do is go to twitter.com. So we're going to type in twitter.com just like that. And it's got me logged into my own stuff, so I'm going to log myself out here so that you can see how to do this from the beginning. Yep, log me out. All right, so now if you do not have a Twitter account and you're signing up for the first time, you're going to want to click sign up. And I am going to be doing this for a client who is new to Twitter, so I'm going to put in this name, the Rack Up. It may or may not let me put in this phone number, but I'm going to try it. Nope, it says it's already in use with other accounts. So I'm going to put in a different phone number, or actually you can use your email instead. So let's use email instead. Now, so this is a little trick, Andrea.denise.smith. If you set up multiple accounts on Twitter, you can actually do this like plus whatever digit number, plus 17, plus 18. I'm up to plus 17 now. It shows you how many accounts I've used. But basically, you're not going to have that problem. You just use your regular email. But if you happen to set up multiple Twitter accounts and you run out of emails to use, you can start using emails like that. So I'm going to use that email. Date of birth. I usually just use my own date of birth. You use your own date of birth, because the problem if you're doing a business or organization, if you're trying to put in, like, say you decided today you want to start your business and you opened up an LLC today, don't put that as your birthday for your business, because it's going to say that you are too young and it's inappropriate, and it's going to kick you out of Twitter basically. So put a real birthday, and then you just keep following the little prompts here. So boom, sign up, and it says we sent you a code. So what you have to do is go to your email, find the code. So I'm going to my email on my phone right now, looking for the code from Twitter, and there it is. So it's 260881. That will kind of like self-destruct after a while, so you have to be quick about putting that in. And it wants a password, so I'm going to use, for ease of purposes, the same password I use for all the other accounts in this brand. And that keeps things nice and simple. I like to save it. Okay, so now is the time to populate. It wants you to add a profile picture. So I am going to my downloads here, and I've already kind of pre-downloaded my logos I want to use and that kind of thing. So this is the logo. A little bio. I'm going to pull this from the Instagram account we already set up. So I'm going to go there. And for ease of purposes and consistency, I'm just going to type in what we've got there, because kindness can do a world of good. Rack up some kindness with us today by becoming little typo. By becoming a hashtag Rack Up Champion. Boom. And you can tweak this to your liking later, so don't feel like you can't do it. Do I want to find friends and see who they follow? I'm not gonna do that now, but you can. What are you interested in? I can put in some things related to this brand. So I can put nonprofits. There's another one for nonprofits and foundations. Kindness, see if any of that comes up. Kindness matters, sure. Kindness is hashtag kindness, sure. All right, so I'm just adding a couple of those things, and I could scroll down here and pick some other things if I wanted to. Let's see. I could pick this humanitarian one, whatever. And it's giving me all these suggestions of things to follow. If I wanted, I could follow all of those right now, but I'm not going to do that because I want to customize who I want to follow for this account. So that's going to be a no right now. Turn on notifications. I'm going to skip that for now. And boom, it says welcome, get started. All right. And it gives you all these instructions. Quickly customize your view so you can make your font super big. You can see it changing behind me. So if you have reading glasses or whatever, you want big font, you can change that. You can also change the colors here. So I'm gonna go with this kind of purplish color for now. And you can also see what it looks like when it's dim, or you can do Twitter dark, but I like the lights on, so boom. But you can always change your view here. So now you can go to your profile and see what that looks like. So by the way, when you put in your birthday, only you see this. This is not public, okay? So that's private to you. It says I haven't tweeted yet. I'm gonna go back to edit my profile because I wanna add a cover photo here. So I'm gonna edit, and you can see now I can add this cover photo. And I've already technically pre-sized this for Twitter, and it actually worked. Sometimes you have to play with these Twitter headers, especially like LinkedIn. If you ever do cover photos for LinkedIn, you have to play with that, but this one looks good, and I'm gonna save that. Awesome, so it looks great. It looks great. So that, my friends, is all set up. You're nicely set up here, and you're all finished for today. Boom. Cheers. Okay, and so that is it for today. I hope this was helpful for you. For those of you who are Twitter newbies, congratulations on setting up your first Twitter account. And if you come back, we will be covering some other topics soon, all about what to do once you've opened your Twitter account for business, okay? So see you later. Oh yes, don't forget to like this video. If you like this video, if it was helpful for you, leave a comment below if you have questions, if there's something else you want to see related to Twitter or otherwise, marketing, branding, we cover those topics. Leave them in the comments below. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, again, like this video, but also subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss our notifications in the future. Click the little bell after you hit subscribe and you'll get the notifications for these videos. Finally, if you're listening to this on podcast, be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you're listening to this, Spotify. Follow us and also subscribe. Leave a little comment. We listen to all the comments, so leave us, rate us, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you back here next time. Cheers.